From an intoxicated employee to a supervising thief, here are 3 times when people got arrested at their jobs, starting with 21-year-old Naylin Tierra, an employee at a Chevrolet dealership who, on February 20th, 2023, refused to leave her workplace after being found to be intoxicated. Officer Cafroni was the first to arrive and was briefed on the situation.
She was on the phone, and one of my other employees downstairs heard the person that she was on the phone with. Need to stop drinking while on the job.
Okay.
So we just terminated her like probably 10 minutes before I called you guys. And she's refusing to leave.
Okay. So you her direct supervisor?
Yeah, I'm the manager.
Yeah.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah, hi, what's your name?
I am Officer Cafroni from Miles Police.
Once the officer finally confronts her, the woman only took a first glance at him and continued with what she was doing on the desk. But her nonchalant attitude wasn't going to let slide as the officer proceeded to question her.
Hey, how may I help you?
No, how may I help you? What's going on?
Nothing, I'm just trying to figure this out.
Figure what out?
This.
What's your name is?
Naylin Tierra?
Melina?
Naylin.
Naylin?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any idea why I'm here?
No clue. Just,
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
That's your problem.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm here for. That might be your problem, actually. That might be a business of yours.
Good see.
The woman kept ignoring and even spoke rudely to the officer, but the officer disregarded it and turned to the manager, who then tried to explain the situation, but was interrupted by the woman saying something very hard to believe.
She's a BDC. She works in the business
Yeah, I'm
development
also
center.
in law school if you want to take down my lawyer's information.
Well, I don't want to talk to you just yet. You just ignore me.
Yeah, okay.
So she was
I want
administrator
your first and
type of
last
thing?
name with my...
Yeah, that's her desk.
Oh, okay. So I want your ID number with your first and last name, so I can talk to my lawyer.
You're gonna get it.
Yes, because I'm in law school.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm a paralegal by profession. I got
Oh
paralegal
yeah. I'm 21 and I did paralegal like what, a year ago. Okay. So what's your first and last name?
Officer Cafroni from Miles Police.
For a 21-year-old, it is very unusual that she has graduated from law school. She would need a 4-year college degree and to take the LSAT to get into law school, which might prove to be difficult, especially since she was working a full-time job. Later, Officer Barnett arrived, and they both attempted to persuade the woman to leave.
And you're not leaving.
I am.
Okay, when is your ride coming here?
Oh, cuando mi mamá me dice que va a venir.
My partner doesn't speak Spanish. Okay?
Your partner doesn't speak Spanish,
No.
correct? So that means I had to physically speak.
Did you guys officially ask her to leave the property?
Yes, we did. And her mom was on the phone after I
Yeah,
told
my
her
mom
to
said that
leave.
she was on the way.
Her mom said she's not coming to pick her
Let her
up.
know.
No, let me put my mom on speaker.
You need to leave the dealership now, please.
Okay, so ma'am, okay, so the phone
You can hang up the phone too.
Okay, so I asked my mom to come on the way.
Your mother told me she's not picking you up.
So what's my mom's name?
I don't know. She was on the phone.
Okay, so that means
She doesn't speak very good English.
Okay, so that means that you don't know my mom's name, so that means I have to get my mom on
But
the
I just
phone.
asked you to leave.
Does she have a vehicle here?
No, I don't believe
it's
so.
time to go.
She drives, but I
We're
believe
telling you need to leave. You're gonna be trespassed.
So I can't call my mom and ask her to
They
pick me
don't
up?
want you to use their phones, okay?
So I can't ask my mom to come pick me up?
You can use your phone, not mine.
She tried to stall by ignoring the officers and then called her mom asking for someone to pick her up, but the call didn't go as you might think.
Mommy, this is my mom. Hi, Mom. So tengo la policía aquí diciendo que yo necesito irme de los premises, que yo necesito alguien que me recoja, porque hay una gringa aquí fea, tú sabes, ya de pingada,
You don't want to do
like
this
vieja aquí.
You don't want to do stuff nice? It's a good
So necesito un Uber o voy a tener la policía.
Having insulted her boss and acting as if they weren't there, the officers had enough and then proceeded to do what they should have done in the beginning.
I've had enough. We're going outside. We're
Are
going
you
outside.
touching me?
Let's go outside. We've asked you to leave. Let's go.
Have your purse.
We're going outside. Let's go.
Are you touching me?
Yes, everyone's asked you to leave. Let's go. Let's go. Time to go outside.
I will pick myself up, but don't touch me.
Okay, let's go outside.
Okay,
We've
let me
asked you
grab
to
my
leave.
purse. Let me grab my purse, but do not
There you
touch me. Okay.
Outside.
But my lip gloss.
Go.
Like, bro, what the is wrong with you
We've
guys?
asked you to leave. It's
I
time
don't
to go. That's okay. All right.
Check
all
out
right,
my mouth.
All right. Put your hands on your head. We're
No.
not doing this. We're not doing this.
Bro, stop! Stop!
Put your hands behind your back.
No,
I have a resistance.
no, this isn't resistance.
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop
resistance.
resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm literally
So,
innocent. I'm innocent.
This could have been super simple, and you could have just left.
Lock it real
Look
quick.
at my stuff. Look at my phone. No, this isn't.
Stop
innocent.
moving. Stop moving. Stop moving.
What's wrong with you guys? This is my phone.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Purse, my stuff. My purse. That's my purse. That's my phone. That's my. Like, what are you guys doing? That's my purse.
What are
That's
you
my
doing to
phone.
yourself? That's the question.
No. What the question
You've been
is?
drinking a lot today. I don't know what you were drinking, my dear. Pretty strong.
No one's been drinking.
Hey, miss, do me a favor. Do a sweep on that desk. Make sure nothing else that belongs to her is there.
You know what? You know what, you guys, this whole company, this
just
whole
one second
company's
now.
gonna be
else is
sued
there.
by my law. Bro, this whole company's gonna be sued. Come
could've
on,
just-
take me up! Take me up!
You could have just left.
Dale, take me up! But you guys are gonna be sued.
Okay.
She was finally arrested, fired, and charged with disturbing the peace, trespassing, and resisting without violence. But unlike this woman who was caught intoxicated, this one was caught stealing in her workplace. This case involves a Castleberry woman who, on June 26, 2021, was suspected of stealing cash at her job, so the owner called the cops on her.
It's like we have the bank numbers. Plus we have the serial numbers of the other $7,000 bills. Okay. So,
Alright.
how do we do this? Do I just go in and just...
How does she look?
She's got a long tan khaki skirt. She's got a black leather jacket. She's the shorter of the two. I have the register tape too that she pulled it, like the timestamp too.
Okay, you got that on video? Or do you just tape?
I just have me on video, but not her on video doing it. But I have the time that she went over time.
The business owner, suspicious of her employee, decided to mark some bills that would later disappear. Anticipating this, she called the police, who later questioned the woman.
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Castleberry Police Department.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm here today is because we got a call in reference to something. I was wondering if we could talk to you for a second. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Is there somewhere we can talk to her?
If you want to privately, you can just go in the back.
Yeah, you can go ahead and show us.
All I was doing was trying to look for a tampon. I thought I started my period, and I had moved this girl's bag. I only paid her back because I didn't want anything to happen. I didn't want it to be put on me because I'm not that kind of person. And the way she was talking to me, like it felt like it was gonna be.
Who was the she? Was it your manager or?
No, it was a girl at the party that I guess she had messaged me, and she said like, I saw you, the one doing that.
The young woman seemed extremely nervous as she had no idea what was going on, but the nerves were for another reason, as she mentions a different case in which she's involved in. The officers then tell her that she is being questioned about something else.
Appreciate it, but that's not necessarily why we're here today. We're here because you're being accused of theft. However, the theft is not in regards to that party. It's in regards to something that's happened here today.
Okay.
So, you have a manager who advised us that, well, not manager, you have one of your other coworkers who's advised us that they left a certain amount of dollars, very identifying marks on that, and you were the only person in the store.
Okay.
So,
She also has the receipts of the opening of when the drawer was opened, what exact time.
Okay.
where we're at right now is I can't promise you anything, but for me And I'm sure Officer Ferrer, same thing. Honesty is the best policy. Okay. So, could you tell us anything about that?
I did do it. I'm having some issues with money right now. I just like bought off a new car, so I haven't been working lately. I will admit to that. So.
Was it just today, or has it been in the past?
It was today, and then I've done it in the past before, but never like large amounts.
How much would you say?
Probably like.
That's why we walked you up to the back.
300 maybe was the most beforehand. It's in my bag.
Okay, can I go through that bag?
Yes, sir.
The woman surprisingly confesses to stealing from her employer over the past month and even that same day. But the thing is, why would you buy a new car if you're having money problems? Somehow, she didn't notice the markings on the dollar bill and kept on stealing from the register, thinking she would get away with it.
Alright, do you mind coming over here for me? Just to identify.
That's not my person. Can I take a picture or do you care?
I already have all the pictures. This is going on in the report. Can you identify these bills?
Give me 1 second. Do you see any J's so far? I have serial numbers of the other side. I gotta get the serial name.
Well, the J's I know are winners.
There's one J. There's my J's.
There's another J here. This is the only J, but I'll get you the serial number.
That's a J.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Caitlin, I need the serial numbers.
After the boss finds out, she's then asked if she wants to press charges against her. Her disappointment, it's clearly visible.
Yes, I do. Because I added it up. It's several $1,000s that's been going on. You're breaking my freaking heart. I have the documentation in my car. I wasn't prepared to turn it over because I was trying to rule it out. But I'll show you what I was preparing for my insurance company.
Okay, let's see that.
It's well over what she has here. I was hoping she would show it all, what you took this morning, and you didn't. So, no, I'm sorry.
Let's make it not contentious.
Here, the officer finds out that the sum she initially stated was a lie, and now the amount, it's around $7,000. The police officers then find even more money than they already had in her bag.
Is this all from this business?
Yes, sir.
Seeing this, they handcuff her and put her under arrest, and here, more shocking truth is revealed.
See that on paper?
You can just look at all of it. You can have it.
And that $22,000 doesn't calculate to
No, because I didn't know there was I actually came in because I was planning on just interviewing her.
Right.
She was not originally who I thought it was going to be. I was very shocked. I got it down to just, I rolled out everybody but her and another girl. Yeah. And I actually just thought it was the other girl, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. But now looking at all this evidence and the time clocks when she was here, it all lines up.
The total amount she took is nearly $25,000, and that was just in the first 5 months of the year. The woman was booked into the Seminole County Jail on a $5,000 bond and faced up to 15 years, but was given 1 year probation. All things considered, she got lucky to only get probation for stealing that much money. Although this particular employee was caught because of a sting operation, this one was caught in the act and on camera. This is Alex Barrett, an Amazon worker who was not only accused of taking items from large automated supply containers, but also removing products from their factory-sealed packaging and then hiding the empty packaging.
Apple AirWatch that went missing.
Okay.
We were investigating it. We found him responsible for it. So what he did was he reached inside a pod, took the item out, ripped the package open, and conceals it in his pocket.
I see.
In the course of the interview, he's admitted to taking 3 boxes of Apple AirPod Pros in addition to what we have. He's providing a voluntary statement. He does have one of the items on him now at his workstation, so I can actually get a manager to bring his backpack down and everything. So we'll recover those items today, or at least the one item that he does have on him.
As deputies made their way into the sprawling Amazon West Mesa, that was when security walked them through their investigation and how the crime was committed in a place where every item is tracked at all times.
He has on him.
Oh, he already told me he has the other stuff upstairs too.
We did observe him on video, something that's enforceable by Amazon. But you'll have another associate come over, and the associate will reach in his pocket, and then they'll do a hand-to-hand deal. So, I mean, there could be drugs involved.
This is the Apple Watch?
Yeah, this is the Apple Watch.
Barrett is what's called a picker, responsible for transferring merchandise from a large, never-ending supply of containers into yellow-colored plastic tote bins, where the items are prepared and packaged for shipping.
So he definitely opened that package, but I didn't like notice him take anything out of it.
It takes him a second as it gets towards the end of the video. Is when he conceals it, so he'll reach back in there. He takes a while working that package.
Yeah.
And he's
back at it now, it looks like.
Yeah.
He's working it some more. I think this has been really good, personally. Maybe. Right there.
Right there, that's the concealment. Yep, that's what they were showing me today.
12, 32, 30.
The deputies closely observe as Barrett blindly carries out the disappearance of an Apple Watch, along with a couple of pairs of Beats earbuds. The deputies then confronted Barrett at the job site and tried to get a confession.
I don't know that. I absolutely don't know that, because like I said, I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Basically, I took some product and they said there's been an investigation going on, and they wanted me to confess what I've taken.
Okay.
I told them the things that I've taken.
What was it?
Some earbuds, bro, mostly.
Okay. Like the wireless ones?
Mm-hmm.
How many items?
Like 4.
Okay. Were they all the same item or different?
Damn, they're all just another, there was like 2 that were different.
Okay. Is like, were you gonna like resell them or? Okay. I'll be honest with you, I do really need to know, is like, was it yesterday or?
No.
It was today?
No.
Oh, months ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Barrett finally admits to swiping a few pairs of earphones and selling some of them. I am fully against any type of crime, but when people make bad choices, sometimes encountering folks like this cop can make all the difference in the world to help really learn the lesson at hand, especially when Amazon probably didn't even notice the difference.
What'll happen is I'll gather information from them. We'll probably see you out of here. You'll be released, and you'll get some paperwork in the mail to appear for it later on. That's best case scenario. If what you're telling me is true, I want to take you at your word because I think you're telling me the truth. Then that's what would happen. If they tell me like, no, he took something today, like recently, that would change things. I would have to take you into custody.
They did let him walk free that night, but that would be the last time law enforcement saw Barrett. The 34-year-old never turned himself in, and there is still a warrant out for his arrest as he faces 1 count of embezzlement. During the questioning, it is evident that Barrett regretted his actions, but it is also quite unfortunate that he would choose to disappear. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one. Goodbye.